This is Bear and a Bear, and this is going to be another video on the game The Walking Dead Survivors. And in regards to the TWDS event, go to your event page, go to TWDS. It says the walkers are attacking, wave count 2 of 20. So there's 20 total waves in total, and overrun 0-2. You get a chance. You only get 2 losses at your base, and then your base won't get attacked anymore. And this is the points you get for personal points. This is the clan rank and the rewards. Basically, you have to be in a clan to participate. Clan leader of Arbors can start TWDS of Dead. Once started, herds of walkers attack all members of the clan towns at intervals. Each new herd is stronger than the previous herd. So they'll get stronger. By wave 20, it'll be the strongest. You get solo points for defeating herds that attack your town. These points depend on the herd's power. You get solo points to help the members clean, overrun, and walk. Basically, what you want to do is you get more points by reinforcing other people's bases than having your troops in your base. So you want to keep all your formations out in other people's bases. A lot of things they've been trying to do in my clan, they've been trying to come up with a formation power F1 list. And that will work, but it's really dependent on if there's players that are going to be active, you know. If they're going to be online at the start of the event and take someone else's F1. So if you're in a clan and if you're looking for ways to improving the TWDS event for all of your members in your clan, this is a strategy that I would recommend. Okay, first priority. You need to be prioritizing your active members. You know, if your active members are getting on at the start of TWDS, those are the members you want to make sure are happy with swapping out with F1s with other people members. So the key is I would send out a few days before the TWDS, whenever you post the time when you're going to start the TWDS, who will be active during the event, who will be on at least at the start of the event. And then in one day, see the response, you know. If you get 10 people that respond back saying that they're going to be able to be on, then you make a list for those 10 people, power-wise, who they should swap out with if it'll work out that way. You know. Then once you have the F1s of the active players swapped out with each other, then you can form up a list and list the power levels of everyone's formation 1 in another list, and then every member that is going to be doing the TWDS or being on before the TWDS to put in their troops, they can then use that list as a guide to find someone to put their F1 in. Okay. Now, when you're a member of your clan and you're looking for bases to reinforce, the best strategy is you want to find for your F1, which is your strongest formation, you want to find another strong, similar power player that has a similar F1 strength, and send them your formation. But make sure you see a base that has 0-4, if I can find one. I'll show you. No, he's a 1-4. But if he had 0-4, that would be a good guide to use about deciding who to send your F1 to. But make sure it's a strong, you know, another player that's of similar strength to you. Communicate with them. Ask them, hey, you want to swap your F1 with my F1? Okay, and they say, yeah, okay. Well, when you do that, make sure, like if is if Ezward was going to swap with me before the start of the tides, I would be like, okay, can you remove your reinforcement you have in your base right now? Okay, you need to. He needs to be at 0-4 for you to swap your F1. The reason is whoever's got the first reinforcement on someone's base is going to get the first fight in a battle. Okay, and then the second one who reinforced will get the second. Will be able to fight after the first. You know, if the enemy wave goes through the first, then it'll go through the second reinforcement, then the third, and into the fourth. So it's really important if you're swapping with another player in F1 that you guys both have your troop being the first reinforcement of each other's base. If you can just go with that strategy, you'll have more success. I guarantee you, in the tides for personal points. And that's the biggest problem that a lot of players are having is, you know, you make a list. If they're not online, you know, to swap out and make sure that they don't have no reinforcements for you to send your troop, then you're not going to get the points for the event that you should be getting. So I just want to stress that out. That's the most important thing I can give you in this video, is understanding that. Okay? So let's say, you know, I send him my F1. Okay, my F1's done. Now I need to find out what, you know, my F2 and F3. Where can I send those at? You know, where would be the best place? My F4, he's really weak. My F4, you know. So I kind of opted out since we had this update where we reset our characters. I opted out and zeroed, put no troops. I'm not using my F4 because it's not strong enough to really make a difference, and it's just gonna hold up a spot for another member to have a better ally formation in their base to help them better than what I can. So I'm only going to use my F2 and F3. So what do I look for now? Okay, let's say, you know, I'm going to use Ezward again. Let's say if I come over here and look at him, he's only got 1-4. Okay, I know he's got an F1 hopefully in his base. Okay, so I don't have to worry about blocking someone else's F1 if they try to help him. He hopefully has an F1 now. So I'll send him my F2. You know, I hit reinforce, I'll pick my F2 and I'll send him. So then I'll look for my F3. I'll look for another player that has only a 1-4 reinforcement. Okay, but the problem is though with your lower formations, okay, Ezward, he's at a level 20, kind of high. If I could find a 1-4 reinforcement base that was like a 19 or an 18, then that would be great too. I could do that, you know. Let's see what Scully has. 2-4. Not the best, because this means there's going to be 2 other allied troops that's going to have to go through, the waves are going to have to go through those before I can get even points. So, for your F2, F3, try to find a 1-4 that's the lower power that you could do some help with them. Okay? If the event just starts and you're seeing people that have no reinforcements, then maybe then send an F2 and F3 to one of those type of players just to give them some kind of help, because they're not getting it. So another good tip is you know, if you have 1-4s near you, send out those F2 and F3 near your base. Because if they start to lose, they lose their battles, you're going to have to pull your troops back out and send them somewhere else. So the closer they are to your base, the better. So if you are making lists, maybe that's something you might want to pair people up and try to get them to be close together so they can more coordinate with each other and help reinforce each other at a faster time without having longer marches. Now, after you got, like right now, I got all 3 of my troops out. Okay, what you want to be doing now is you want to go through your mail. Okay, you're looking. Okay, everything's victory rate right now. We got level 3, level 4 walkers. That means there's been 4 waves so far. So we got 16 more waves we've got to go through. Everything's been looking good so far. Everything's fine, you know. As soon as I see one of these notes, as soon as I see one of them says defeat, you want to click that one. It says defeat. I'll show you in a minute when I get to defeat. It'll come up here soon. But click location. Okay, that's where he is. Okay, say Atticus got a defeat. Alright. What I would want to do if I'm reinforcing his base, what I would want to do is I want to click Atticus, hit share coordinates, hit clan chat. Okay. Once it's posted in clan chat, then I would go down here and say, hey, Atticus lost 1. And I send it out. That way people would know he just lost the battle. If there's room for reinforcements in his base, then yeah, maybe somebody would, you know, they'll be able to send some help. If there's no room for reinforcements in the base, if you still want to help, you can be like, okay, I got my F2, who, it's not that, you know, only got 800,000 power. Anybody have better? Someone say, hey, I got 1 million in my formation that I need to send out. What you could do is you could remove your troop out of that base and let that member move his better formation into that base and maybe get a chance for that player to win the second battle, you know, instead of getting another loss in 2 in a row. So those are options there. The best strategy is just to post, you know, the chords, you know. Another idea is in the beginning of the event, you can help by looking around. If you find anyone that doesn't have any reinforcements, which we probably do have. Another thing too you want to do is, well, we'll show you with this defense. Okay, I got my boost, but I don't have my fury boost. So what I could do is I could scout an active. Now I have my reckless fury. We'll go look at that. When the buff is active, all formation attack is increased and shields are disabled. So, by scouting this inactive, it's boosted my troops, reinforcing other players right now. So, if you keep that active, like right now, it's going to be 11 minutes. So every 11 minutes, if I keep doing that, it's going to help my troops. Okay, on the final note, you know, once you reinforce the base and they lose both their battles, you know, whatever, they're not getting any more waves coming to them. You want to pull your troops back out and look for another base that still has marches coming to it and it has room for reinforcement, and just send them there. You can even ask in chat, hey, anybody need rain? You know, somebody might be like, yeah. If you need rain, don't just go in the chat and post, yeah, I need rain. Post your coordinates, okay? How you post your coordinates is do this. Go to where your base is. Click your base. Over where it says my name, Baron, on the very top above Baron is that little 3 dots with lines. That's the share option. Right to the right of the star. You click that. And you post either in clan chat or region chat, but post clan chat. And that will post your coordinates to your clan. And then you can type, I need rain, you know. And then it would be easy for people just to click it and then send them your troops. So, I hope that helps. Just to recap, to summarize, the main goal, what you should do for Tides is just find another clan member that's of close enough, you know, power with their formation as F1 as yours, and just swap with each other. But make sure that, you know, you're the first reinforcement in their base. And you should have not that much trouble, you know. It should be a lot easier if you can just find someone you know that's going to be active every Tide event. Just make them your friend and and reinforce each other every tide. Anyway, this is Bear and a Bear, and I'll talk to you guys later.